And happy Thursday to everybody. It is a brand new day. It's a beautiful day. And why am I hearing myself? It's a beautiful day. And why am I hearing myself?
Make sure you're muted on the
So are you still getting double sounds?
Am I still getting double sounds? No.
So are you still getting double sounds?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I still getting double sounds?
So
No.
get up. Give me a second.
Yes.
Okay. So get up. Give me a second.
Move! Move!
Oh. Oh. You are getting double sounds because you seem to have your Twitch channel open. You are getting double sounds because...
Okay, let's see if that works.
That will work because you're no longer broadcasting. So the way Twitch does, it pulls... The way this works is it pulls your desktop audio. If you have the Twitch stream running outside of your streaming program, it will pull desktop audio.
Okay.
Or it will go to desktop audio.
Okay. Good morning, Royal. Let's see if this fixes our problems that we had. And yes, it did. Okay. So today we're playing Prison Architect. And we would talk some more, but with just the three of you in here, I don't really... I'm going to cut all this out when it comes time to edit it. So let's start over. Good morning. Welcome to my stream. Today we're playing Prison Architect. Let's see if we can build a profitable prison. And... Okay. I actually like this game. I like building things, and there are a lot of different choices we can make, but one of the things we're going to do is we're going to cut off a lot of small things. Let's make a medium-sized prison today. Get forests. Yeah, we can have some failure conditions, I guess. No, actually, let's cut that out too. What we're going to do, though, is we are going to have as much of a possible... Let's get some staff needs. And let's see, let's choose a guard dog. We'll take the classic one. We'll take the basic warder. And we're going to go with women prisoners. Apparently, we're not going to go with women prisoners. Alright, so we go with men prisoners. I don't know. This is... This is confusing. I don't know why it's not letting me choose the things I want to choose. Alright. So here we go on our map. Let's turn off time. I've kind of picked this game because... God, I feel like I'm screwing this all up. All right. All right. First thing we need to do, read the CEO's letter. Dear Sir, Madam, congratulations on completing your basic induction. You are now a fully qualified prison architect. Soon you'll be designing, building, and running your own prisons, starting from nothing but an empty plot of land and a few stacks of bricks. Before you get started, I thought I might share some important lessons with you. Every prison needs a warden. He should be one of your first hires. Build him a nice office, and he'll open up a range of advanced facilities via the bureaucracy system. 2. Individual jail cells are expensive, especially early on when funds are very tight. Save money by starting with a single large holding cell which can be shared between many prisoners at once. 3. Get your kitchen and canteen up and running before the first prisoners show up, and be sure to hire some cooks. Nothing irritates a prisoner more than an empty stomach. 4. Building a prison is an expensive undertaking, and you need to become a master at raising large volumes of money through grants and contracts. You can access these grants through the reports screens. That's about everything. Good luck. The CEO, Prison Architects Corporation. So we've read that. Let's go ahead and delete that. Now we got to accept our first grant. And then we have prisoner intake, all available. And we're going to turn off prisoners coming in till we get some facilities built. I mean, that would be really kind of silly having prisoners come in as we're still getting everything built. All right, so we need a basic detention center. And we need an administration center. And it says we can accept no more than 2 grants at a time. Use your accountant to raise this limit. Okay, so we've got our first 2 grants, which gives us... Okay. So the first thing we need to do, it says, is build a holding cell, build a shower, build a yard, build a kitchen, build a canteen, hire at least 2 guards, and hire at least 2 cooks. That's our basic detention center. At our administration center, build 2 offices, hire a warden, unlock finance through bureaucracy, and hire an accountant. All right. A prison's nothing if it doesn't have an administration center, so let's build that first. All right, we've got possibilities. Planning. Emergencies. No, we don't need that. Let's plan out what we want first. Actually, let's take a look at all our tabs and see what we have. Okay. Planning lets us put down walls, doors, objects, pathways, build plans, and clear plans. Okay. If we go over to foundations, we have building out of... Okay, I really need to get new glasses. Brick, building concrete, bulldoze, demolish walls, clear indoor area, remove tunnels, and auto lights. That's under our main key, our main tab. Under more, we have different kinds of walls. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and look. Walls and doors. Ooh, lots of nice walls and doors to choose from. Flooring, different types of flooring. Okay. So we can actually customize our prison to look nice. Rooms. All right, so this tells us how big we need everything. Canteen says where your prisoners will take their afternoon tea. Needs to be indoors, have a serving table, either table small, or a table made of oak, and a bench small or a bench oak. And the kitchen needs indoors, cooker, fridge, and sink. Shower needs shower head. The yard needs a minimum of 5 by 5 space and secure behind at least one door. All right, but for our purposes right now, we need to know what the office needs. An indoor area for your administrative staff to work. Room requirements, minimum size 4 by 4, office, desk, chair office, wooden stool, filing cabinet, and indoors. All right, so what staff can we get that's going to need offices? So let's look at the staff key. All right, the warden, we know we need one of them, and we know we need an accountant. You notice what's not on the list is an accountant. So obviously we're going to have to do some work before we can hire an accountant. Cooks, guards, and workmen. All right, so let's see. The warden, the grand overseer of your prison, required before you can research and hire advanced staff members. So he needs an office. All right, let's go over to planning. Let's take some walls and let's figure out. We know that the office needs a 5 by 5 space. So we're going to start here in the corner. I like starting in the corner. I like to be able to spread everything around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if we put that down, that's not going to give us a big enough space. We're going to have to go out a little more. And since it's the warden, let's just give him a little bit extra room. There. Okay. So that's going to give him his office space. And he's going to need a door. And while we're doing him, planning out his, let's go ahead and plan a couple more offices. Just because we already know we're going to need more offices. So that will be 1. That gives us 5 spaces in between. Oops, let's take that out. And that will be for our accountant. And then we can plan out for a couple other people. Since we need 2 offices, hire a warden. All right. And just so we have an idea of how much space we're going to need, we're going to make the whole building about yay big. Let's clear out those walls because we don't need them yet. Okay, so this is going to give us our administrative center. And what do we need again for our basic detention center? A holding cell, a shower, a yard, a kitchen, a canteen. Okay, so let's go back to our rooms and look at those. And see, the canteen has no size requirement. The kitchen has no size requirement. What about a holding cell? What size requirement does it have? The shower, the yard is 5 by 5. There's the holding cell. A holding cell needs to be a minimum of 5 by 5, enclosed by walls and doors. Indoors, toilet, bench, or a bench small. Okay. So let's see. Let's see what's under quick build. Copy and paste existing parts of your prison or place predefined rooms. And it's not giving us anything, so we're going to have to worry about that one later. Let's go ahead and lay some foundations for our administrative center, at least get some building going. I like brick. Brick sounds good. And let's turn our time on. There we go. Oh, I guess it helps if I actually click on it. And now we're going to need an entrance, so let's go back and look at doors. And since this is for our staff, we'll put a staff door. There. And that gives us a start on our prison anyway. While we go ahead and let them build, we will go over here and do a little more planning. All right. What else do we have? Utilities. So we have power station, capacitors. I guess it's gonna be necessary to have some power, so let's go ahead and build a place for our power station. So we'll plan out walls. Where would be a good place to put our power station? We're going to want to keep it near everything so that our lines are short between them. So let's put it back here, and we'll just make it, say, 15 meters. That's 14 meters by 15 meters. And of course, we're going to need to put a foundation. And it's going to need a door. And since we want to keep our staff close to it, there, we'll put the door there. That gives us that. That way we can actually keep our prisoners out of our power station. All right. Something else we're going to need, since it's a prison, we're going to need fencing around it. Let's see. We can put up fence. We don't want a perimeter wall right now. But let's go ahead and put a fence around our utility building. Oh, I thought I had turned off prison. No, I didn't turn it off, did I? Yeah, we're not getting any intake. That's what I was looking for. And we'll close our prison so we don't get any prisoners right now. Thank you. I actually thought I had done that. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and put fence around the exterior of our utility building. That gives us a little bit more room to work with in there. So let's go ahead, and we need to plan out our... What the heck was that? All right. Our garbage is actually, I think it's in the wrong place. So we're going to go ahead and move that I don't like having it next to the buildings, simply because it does get in the way. So let's go ahead and move that across the street. There we go. Now we can start planning out our holding cell and our prison itself. All right. First things first. We need a reception area in the prison. I have to have somewhere that the prisoners come into. So let's go ahead and make that 10 by 10. If we look at rooms, y'all are going to have to bear with me. I'm having trouble seeing everything. The reception room has no size requirement, but needs an office desk, a table, a chair, and it needs to be indoors. Okay. So again, we go to our brick, and since this is going to be our reception area, we're going to go ahead and give it a jail door, and we'll give it a large one so that prisoners can come in rather effectively. Okay, so that gives us that. And we'll let the thing build for a few minutes while we go ahead and plan out our holding cell, which, as we remember, needed to be 5 by 5. Okay, if the only thing we're putting in is a holding cell to start, I think we need to make it a little bit bigger. That's a good idea. I generally tend to do that when I'm playing this. I'm having a tiny bit of an issue getting started this morning. But yeah, we do need to set up an export area and start selling all our trees. So let's go ahead while we've got that in mind and do that. Let's see, there's the exports, and we will put it over here. It doesn't need to be very big, but now we can put a couple of workers to work exporting the trees, which will give us a little extra money as well. Dismantle. Dismantle. And there's a couple more dismantle, set for dismantle. All right. And we'll come back and get some more trees in a few minutes. All right. Holding cell. So if all we're going to have is a holding cell to start, it needs to be a little bit more than 5 by 5, because we're going to have somewhere for them to sleep. Yeah, I do. I love this game myself. It's been one of my favorites for quite a while, especially when I'm sitting there doing nothing but, getting bored with other things. So let's see. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to give them a little more room because, like I said, we're going to have to put some beds in here for them. And we do want to keep fairly In fact, we're going to do this. We're going to put a hallway in as well. So that... And then we are going to need a shower. So we'll give them about that much for a shower. That way they can at least be clean. I'm not forgetting the foundation yet. I'm just planning it out. And then we're going to want a cafeteria, or a canteen, they call it. So let's go. It's going to be a long canteen. I do like to kind of stay square to everything. And then we'll put in a kitchen down here. And that will give us space for a yard, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll be our yard. Okay. So now we're going to want to put in our foundations. More foundations. Yay. Now let's go there. Okay. And there. And there. And while it builds, let's go over and look at our we need to speed this up a bit because these workers are kind of slow at things. So let's go ahead and put it into fast speed. There we go. And we'll get some building done. And we'll go ahead and dismantle some more trees. That way they'll be set to do this as soon as they are done building where we want them to. That one should be already, yes, that's on the to-do list. Ha. Yes, we're going to make our workers work through the night. Ha 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 ha. Kind of makes me feel a little evil making them work that late, but you know, we got to get this prison built. We got to get customers in. Oxygen, Royal? They give us oxygen? Okay, let's see. Where are we? Still waiting on our... Still waiting on our administration center to get built. All right. Now we can slow time down again. And now we're going to put in some walls inside. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the walls we have available. And we are going to put in just some white walls. They look nice. And we'll build. And we're going to need a door in this office too. So, and now we're going to go over and get, since we already have a staff door, we can put regular doors in. That should be where that is. And now the nice thing is we can designate these as offices. And that will tell us what we need to complete them. All right. Which also lets us hire our warden. All right, so let's wait on them to build the walls. But in the meantime, we also need an office desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet. So let's go look and see what we have. Okay. Oh, look, it highlights some of it. Ooh, they've added some stuff since the last time I played. That's a nice chair. Since the warden will give him a nice chair. Now, where is the desk? Ah, there we go. And that's the desk. And we give him a filing cabinet. And that should be his office done as soon as they get the walls put in. And since he's a warden, he needs a nice floor. We'll give him wood. Which is probably not a bad idea for this office too. And let's go ahead and furnish it with a filing cabinet and a desk. And since this is for somebody else, probably our accountant, we'll just get a regular chair. Whoops. Scrolled a little off screen. And there we go. So now we'll wait for them to build. So far, we've hired a warden out of our administration center tasks. Oh look, we have blinky lights. We need power. So let's go back to utilities and grab that power station and drop it into our utility building. And then we can run conduit over into our administration center. So we can at least turn the lights on. Whoops. And while we're at it, let's look over at our other facility, which also is going to need power. And we will take that there and there. And that gives us power lines running through the place. But we also need to go over and put in our walls for our jail cells. All right. We're going to go ahead and continue our brick theme, I think. Simply because, you know, we don't want our prisoners getting out, do we? So let's put in walls and we'll leave openings for doors. And that should be our kitchen. And we do need to put in, since this is going to be our yard, fencing for that. Oh. And we'll give them a little bit of grass too, so. And now we need jail cell or jail doors. And we'll put a large jail door there. That will let people out into the yard. And then we'll put doors there and there. And a regular door into our kitchen. All right, so let's let it build a little bit. Go ahead and speed things up. The only thing that it does take so long to build things. Look at the little worker carrying off the logs. Kind of makes you wonder if, how long it's going to take them if we were to put it on speed, which I should have done. Yeah, this is... I'm not sure what whether... You'll have to forgive me. I'm not quite used to talking yet while I play. It's really kind of new. So, my God, they work fast, don't they? Oh, I guess it helps if we put a door into the shower, too. And then we are going to need to designate our rooms. So, this is our holding cell. And let's slow down time a little bit. And I know I saw it. There it is, reception area. And this just gives us an idea of what we need to put in quickly. And our canteen. And our kitchen. I do wish when you planned things out, it would let you actually put down the rooms that are going to be there so that you know what you have to put in. That's one of the complaints I've had over the time that I've played this. And we're going to go with just a regular ceramic floor. I don't like just concrete floors. They just don't feel finished to me. Hello, how are you today? And there we go. And we've got one more room to put tile down in. And let's, I forgot to designate that as the yard. There we go. So that's that completed. Left to do is finish building the holding cell, finish building the shower, build the kitchen, the canteen, hire the guards, the cooks, and unlock finance. Okay, still waiting on them to finish putting in the utility lines. That's queued, so let's go ahead and speed them up again. And let's get some building done. Since we know we're going to need water in the holding cell, let's go ahead and put our water pumping station in. All right, come on. I know I clicked on you. There we go. And we'll put it right there so it has power as well. And we'll run our large pipes along the same line as our electrical conduit. And that gets that taken care of. Now we can just rest and let that work for a few minutes as our workers work through the night building our prison. In the meantime, let's take a look and see what we can get out of the bureaucracy. All right, we can research finance. And while we're at it, let's research maintenance too. Nothing worse than a dirty prison. So fruit gives me alcohol. Yeah, it does. That's one thing I like about fruit. It gives you lots of things. Pies, alcohol. Alcohol can be a good thing. All right. All right, so it looks like we have that much done. We have researched finance. Oops, not the one I wanted. Yes, finance is approved. We can get an extra grant, but we have to hire our accountant. So we go down to staff, and there she is. All right, that gives us that one hired. And we have completed our first grant. We have built the administrative center. Yay, let's see what else we can get now, grant-wise. Okay, we're still working on the basic detention center. We can get a short-term investment, a long-term investment. I don't think we're ready for those yet. Staff Wellbeing Initiative. Prison worker unions have been receiving reports of staff being overstressed and overworked, to the point that mistakes are being made. Make sure similar issues do not occur in your facility. Build a staff room, have at least 5 guards without assigned duties, and ensure none of your staff are exhausted. That would probably be a good one to get, since we already have space in our administrative center, and it would be nice to be good to our workers. So let's go ahead and accept that grant and look and see what we need. Build a staff room, have at least 5 guards without assigned duties. Okay. We do still need to hire a couple of guards, so we might as well go ahead and hire them all now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that gets us the guards for the basic detention center grant as well. All right, so let's go to our walls and doors. Actually, let's go to our rooms. Our staff room needs to be a minimum of 4x4 with a wide sofa or a wooden stool and a drink machine. Let's see. So we need a 4x4 and we're going to make it a little bit bigger than that because we do want to give our staff plenty of space. And now we want to put walls around it. And I'm going to just put an extra wall in there, take that out, so that all our walls are kind of even. And then we'll put a door right about there. So that gives us that. And let's go ahead, since we know we need a wide sofa. See if we can find that in our list of things. Oh, there's the drink machine. So we'll go ahead and put the drink machine and the wide sofa. Hey, look, we can put in a coffee machine too. I would think they would like coffee, so there we go. And we'll give them something to do on their breaks. We'll give them an arcade cabinet. And a large TV. There, so that should keep our guards happy for a little while. And why is our power still not on? Let's take a look at that. The power station is still queued, but not installed. These workers are working a little too slowly. So there we go. Speed them up again. Our poor warden and our poor accountant, they're so overworked. Alright, our staff room needs floor too, so we'll put in wooden floor. And let's do a little cleanup, get rid of these boxes of lights that are just sitting around doing nothing. There we go. That should get rid of those. And it still gives us room for more offices. Let's take a look and see where we're at on other things. Go up to our holding facility. Alright, why is the... Oh, good grief. For some reason, our reception room got named a holding cell. There we go. Now we need an office desk, a table, and a chair. So there's the office desk. And a chair. And we'll put a table. And that should complete that. Our holding cell needs a toilet and a bench. Okay. So we'll put a toilet and a bench. And since this is where we're going to be keeping our prisoners for a little while, let's go ahead and put in some bunk beds. Two, three, four. All right, 4 sets of bunk beds. That gives us 8 prisoners possible. And our shower needs a shower head. So we can actually put in a couple of those. There we go. 4 shower heads. And because we don't want water getting out into everything, okay. Let's see if we can find a drain. I know there is one. There it is. And we'll put that at the doorway. There we go. So now we need more water stuffs. Let's run some small pipes. Okay. So while we wait on that stuff to be queued up, let's go ahead and look and see what we still need for our canteen and kitchen. The kitchen needs a cooker, a fridge, and a sink. Okay. Go back to our objects. And there's the cooker. Put it on this wall. And there's the fridge. We'll put it there. And then the sink we will put that's interesting. We'll put the sink on that wall. Okay, so now we're going to need to check for power. And make sure that they're powered. And that our sink has water. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what I wanted there. So that was another fridge. Dismantle. I really need to move my monitors a bit closer. They are too far away for me to actually see what I'm doing sometimes. There's the sink. We want to put it there. Okay. And now we can run water to the sink. So once we get all our power and everything up, we are pretty much set to start business, to open up to accepting clients. And I do want to do one thing. You always end up with that one person who just cannot seem to do well coming in. So we're going to give this little prison that we are building one more room. Not one that's requested, but just one that we're going to think about. And we're going to put a solitary holding cell in. And we will make it about yay big. And it needs to be enclosed by walls and a door. So let's go over and we'll get a door. Solitary. And that gives us something in that hallway that gets it out of the way and will give us that space for that one person who's always going to be incredibly pain in the neck. And let's see, a solitary holding cell. That's all it needs is a door and walls. Nice. So that seems to have changed. All right. So now all we have to do is just wait on our power to get turned on, and we can start start bringing in prisoners. I don't think I've ever seen this take so long to put in the power station or the water pump. I know they've made some changes to the... I've known they've made some changes to the game. How do you mean it's not fully marked out? Ah, I've put the door in the wrong place. There we go. Yeah, now we've got that fixed. So we have a holding cell for bad people. As if a prison isn't a holding cell for bad people. Apparently I missed some places for tile, too. Well, we can worry about the tile later. We should have our maintenance all... Yes, so now we can hire somebody hire a foreman, and then he can research cleaning, and we can hire some janitors. So let's go back down to our administration center. And hire a foreman. And he requires an office. Okay, so let's build another office. And we will put the walls and the door. All right, there's the office. Label it as an office. And now he needs his chair and his desk. And his filing cabinet. So that gives us another office. There we go. So now he can research cleaning. So in 5 hours, we'll be able to hire some janitors. Okay, we still have to build a shower, build a canteen, and hire at least 2 cooks for our detention center. The canteen requires a serving table, and bench. All right. Let's go ahead and put those objects in. There's the table. And we'll put it against the wall with the bench. And our serving table. It doesn't require a lot. I thought I put a door into it. All right. Ah. No, it's not. It isn't. Okay. So let's go back to walls and doors. And there's a fence gate. There we go. I knew there was something I was forgetting. There we go. Now we will be able to get these things done. Whoops. We're going to need some extra capacitors. One little capacitor is not going to work for this. And we have a little bit of extra money, so let's just go ahead and put in 3. That'll give us enough power to power what we have right now. And that should give us our water too. And let's switch it on. All right. What are they waiting for? Interesting. Ah, there we go. Okay. We still need to hire 2 cooks. And let's go ahead and hire a couple of janitors while we're at it. We'll get 4. That should get our prison cleaned up a little bit. And now we should be able to just go ahead and start bringing in some prisoners in a short bit. Oh, it helps if you label the shower as a shower. There we go. So we've completed our first 3 grants. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and open up our prison for bringing in prisoners. And we're not going to take any medium security prisoners right now. We're just going to go ahead and start with the basics. And we are going to take in a total of 8 prisoners. Not a lot of money, but it is some. There we go. And now we can fix that little problem with our holding cell. Finish filling in the ceramic floor there. All right. And now let's look at what other grants are available. All right. Cell Block A. We get a $20,000 advance payment, $20,000 completion bonus. The basics are up and running. It's time to build your first cell block and transfer the existing prisoners into cells of their own. Raise your prisoner capacity to 15 is the objective. All right, let's take that. And let's go ahead and look at prison maintenance. 10,000 advance payment, 5,000 completion bonus. General upkeep and maintenance of the prison and its grounds are important for both the security and safety of the staff and inmates. Hire the necessary personnel to keep your prison clean and orderly. All right, we've already unlocked maintenance. We've unlocked cleaning. We can unlock groundskeeping, hire a foreman, hire at least 2 janitors, and hire a gardener. Let's go ahead and take that one, because that will give us some things already done. And now we go up to bureaucracy. And let's go ahead and do groundskeeping. And let's plan out where we want to put our first cell block. All right, let's look at rooms first. A dormitory is not a bad idea. A variable size room for housing multiple prisoners. The bigger the dormitory, the more prisoners it can house. Minimum size 2x3, enclosed, indoors, bed, bunk bed, bed foam mattress, comfy bed, old bed, and toilet. Or we could do individual cells, which are a minimum of 2x3. Indoors require a bed and a toilet. All right, so let's go ahead and plan this out. And we will do, first we'll get rid of some more trees. Maybe. All right, why is this not? Okay. I don't know why that's not wanting to. Oh, because I'm on planning. Okay, there we go. And dismantle, and dismantle. And sell. There. Get rid of some more of these trees. There we go. And we're going to build our first cell block back here. Now, we're going to want to put some walls. And we're just going to map out a fairly large area. Since we know that cells have to be at least a minimum of 2x3, that would give us quite a bit of room to work with. We need 15 prisoners. Okay, we can either do a dormitory, which we've already done kind of with our holding cell. And that's not really fair to our prisoners, not if we want them to have, want them to behave themselves. So we really need to give them rooms of their own, cells of their own. So let's go ahead and go 2. And that gives us 1, 2, 3. does seem kind of small, doesn't it? So we'll give them a little extra space just because. We're not actually trying to really be horrible people to them. We want them to reform. We don't want them to have to suffer too much. And that's 4. And that's 5. And we need 15 different cells. So that will give us another 5. And that's another. And we'll go ahead and take that wall out and go 1, 2, 3. This gives us an idea of where our foundation needs to be more than anything. All right, so that'll give us our cells. And that'll actually give us 20 cells. So we can get an extra 5 prisoners plus our holding cell. And we can give them their own canteen. And kitchen. And let's do it this way. Oh, they are, aren't they? Okay. I can fix that. Not a problem. Thank you. We'll just, now that one's too big now. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4. And that's where we want the wall to be. Because they are still going to need things like shower. And we're going to need to put fencing in outside as well. So, all right. And we'll make a fairly, decent shower. There. So that gives us a kitchen, a canteen, the cells, shower, And that will end up being a common room for them. And then we need to put some fencing, because they're going to need a yard of their own. So we'll put run some fence there, and then we will run some fence out here. And in order to keep our prisoners from getting out of our jail, our prison, we'll put a fence there. So now we need an entry out to our area. All right, let's go ahead and put in our foundations. This is not a small... When I tend to build in this game, I don't tend to build small areas. I do like large things. I don't know why. I've just always felt that people should have plenty of room, you know? And a large cell door. We'll put it here. There we go. So let's go take a look and see if we've gotten any prisoners yet. Yes, we have prisoners. How about that? Nobody in solitary confinement. They're all out in the yard. Cool. And our cooks are cooking, and our janitors are cleaning. I think we need to hire a couple more workers, simply just to build faster. So we have 8 workmen. Let's hire another 2, 3. All right. There we go. Could have sworn I built the foundation. Why is it blocked? Okay. Ah, they're up there building. Nice and slow. And let's speed up time. It always helps. There we go. Actually made the holding cell pretty big if you look at it. I could probably have put more people in there. Ah, time to hire a gardener too. We'll hire 2 of those. A big prison needs lots of workers. Needs lots of prisoners too. Okay. And our foundation is almost built. All right. There we go. That's the foundation built. Now it's time to draw in our walls. Okay. All right, so we're going to build our cells. We really don't want our prisoners talking to each other, so we're going to make sure that our walls are solid between the prison cells. And then we're going to get our doors. All right, and to make it easier for our guards to see into the cells, whoops, we're going to put barred walls on the front of the cells. Oh, that's why. Okay, I guess that helps. We'll clear those out for a minute. Some of these, like I said, are absolutely new. They weren't in the game last time I played, like the barred walls. Prior to this, I just used brick walls and the jail cell doors. So, also we do need to run some power out this way, don't we? All right. Okay, let's fix this first. And we will keep it locked open for right now, so that our workers can actually work. Here's our electrical conduit. We'll run it this way. And see how that does for lighting up our prison. And while we're waiting on them to get that much done, let's go ahead and draw in for our canteen. And our kitchen. And for the shower. A clean prisoner is a happy prisoner. There we go. Let's see how that gives us. Find our shower head. And we need the drain again. There we go. And a door into the kitchen. All right, so let's speed time up and get some of this stuff built. And while that's building, let's go ahead and label some of our rooms. Canteen. Kitchen. Hey, we have light. And label our shower. All right, so now we just have to fill things in and run water lines. And we have completed a couple more of our grants. Lovely. Okay. So let's find our big water pipe and run it over. And then we can run small water pipes to all our necessary needs. All right, each cell is going to need a bed and a toilet. Oh, and that one needs a wall. Is the wall even cute? No. Okay. There we go. Whoops. All right, looks like I missed some doors or took them out. There we go. And let's see how that does before we do anything else. I mean, we can go over to the canteen and start putting in tables and chairs and all that. And the kitchen, put in cookers and... Alright, we need a serving table. And we need tables. And benches. All right, that should be everything we need in the canteen. For the kitchen, we need let's put a trash can in there too. Gotta have a trash can. There we go. All right, we need a cooker. And we're going to put in 2, simply because. If I remember from what I've read in the past, having multiple cookers is good because it gives more variety of food. And refrigerator. Okay. Fridge. And we'll put in 2 of those. And then we need 2 sinks. There we go. So we'll wait on our things to get put in. And while that's doing, we'll go ahead up to our cells and start putting in toilets and beds. Because that's the simplest things that we need in these cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we need beds. While we do want to make them comfortable, we do also want a... Oh, we're out of money. Gonna have to wait a bit on that. We will have to wait to finish up our jail cells till we generate some more cash. Since we need water lines, that could be kind of bad. Let's see. There, that gives us some water lines in. It should be in some cells with beds, so we'll get some prisoners in, which will give us some money. And let's speed everything up a bit. Actually doesn't look bad. Nope, somebody got caught with drugs. Okay, I know I have drawn in the fences, but I haven't apparently put the fences in yet. This could be a bad thing. We need to research loans. We don't have the money to research loans. Lovely. Oh my. However, what we can do, let's slow that down a minute and look at some more grants, because we only have one grant going on right now. So let's go ahead and research inmate health. That gives us a little bit of extra money, which we can use to put fences in and finish up our cell block, which will let us replace the money with money that we earn. We really do not want our prisoners running off on us. And we need a staff gate on our fence. Till we get the fences up, and then we can put a gate on our yard. Huh, that's wild. I didn't realize that I had done that. I'm going to have to change this wall out for fencing. I really don't want the yard fenced with brick walls. I mean, it works, but it's kind of a waste of a brick wall. Oh, we've got prisoners in our cell block and they are not happy. I guess it helps if you put in water lines for them. There we go. And let's go ahead and put in water lines on these toilets. There we go. That also lets us put in some more beds. There. All right. And we'll speed everything up. And I'm going to let this run for a minute, and I will be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. My dog decided he wanted out of the room for a minute. All right. So let's take a look at... We have some unhappy prisoners. Poor fellas. Oh well. And we have to, under our new inmate health and well-being, we need to build a medical ward, hire at least 2 doctors, hire a psychologist who needs an office of her own. And we have visitors wanting to visit their prisoners. 1 staff member is exhausted and 4 are resting. Goodness. Yeah, we need water and power here too. There's the water. And there's the power. So now we can actually feed our prisoners too. I can't imagine why anybody would want to eat. There, we hire a couple of cooks. Actually, we'll hire 4. There we go. And that has completed that. We've got some power not being shared. All right. Let's go ahead and run some conduit down. Alright, we have to finish these up. They are missing enclosed, surrounded by walls and doors. Okay. That should fix that. Alright, that's that one fixed. Okay, so we are now up to where we can take in 15 prisoners. Let's go look at our intake. And go ahead and increase to 15. All nice minimum security prisoners. It doesn't pay a lot, but you know, at least we don't have to worry too much about things going wrong in our prison till we can get some more stuff built. All right, what's wrong with this cell? Okay, let's take a look and go. We're going to demolish the walls for a moment. And now we'll put fresh walls up. And did I just take those out again? I did, didn't I? Ah, no, they're there. And we'll go lock open for a minute. Alright, 2 by 3. It's 2 by 3. Surrounded by walls and doors. the toilet should have... Everything's there. Why is that one not... Huh. Alright, let's do something here that I hate to do. Ah, there we go. There. It hadn't quite had the right cell size. And that's going to be the same problem with these, I bet you. Nope, they're missing walls. Alright, so we put a brick wall there. And that should fix that problem. That's the one thing, is it's easy to figure out in the long run where the problems are in your prison. It just takes time and being willing to actually sit down and go through and work things out. And so now we are making money every day. Nice. All right. And we do want to give these prisoners a yard to play in. Play, haha. We'll give them a nice big yard. And we'll leave the 2 trees. They're far enough away from the fence that they'll provide a little bit of shade for our prisoners. Let's see, we'll give them some bleachers to sit in. And we do need to figure out a couple other things for them to do while they're out in their yard. There. That's a nice sized yard. And we need a gate for them to be able to get into it. So we're going to do a little wall demolishing. Change some things around. And now we can put another fence across here. With a gate. And then a jail door there so that they can actually take prisoners through that yard into the cell block. I mean, they have to be able to get there somehow, don't they? Is that what they call what these days? All right. So we have now completed. that we can now start working on our inmate health and well-being. Nice. All right. So let's take a look. Let's scroll out and look at our prison as it is right now. And we need to put in a medical clinic. Let's see. Where would be a good spot? Right back here, since we have to put offices for our staff. So we're going to build a medical ward. Let's see what that requires. Okay. Alright, an infirmary requires indoors and a medical bed. Looks like we have to research health. So we go over here and we'll research health. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and research psychology too. That way we can get 2 birds with 1 stone. And we'll slow our time down a bit, since we're in the planning stage. All right. Our rooms. We don't really need a big infirmary, apparently. So we'll go ahead and we'll start planning it. There we go. Do they have any quick builds of it? Holding cell, office, canteen, shower, common room, utility room. Nope, no quick builds of infirmaries. So we're going to build... We'll build our infirmary here, and we'll make it 12 by 12. And then we can put in an office for the psychologist off of here as well. All right. So we go to our foundations. And we build the foundation, and we are going to need a door. And since this is for prisoners, we'll put a jail cell door. And then a staff door into what will... Well, we don't have to worry about the staff door yet. Whoops. There we go. Yes, everything is queued. Let's go ahead and build. Health is still being researched. Almost done. Yay, now we can hire some doctors. And we'll hire 2 doctors and just put them in our staff room for now. I'm sure it was a bad joke, Elsinore. You tend to do that. All right. And we're going to use tiled walls in our facility. And we need a door into the psychiatrist's office. And we need flooring. Let's use the mosaic flooring. That's kind of pretty. We'll make this part the infirmary. Which needs medical bed. And we'll put 3 in. Not that we'll probably ever need 3 medical beds at a time, but better safe than sorry. And run our electrical cable. Why did I put 2 doors in? We'll dismantle that one. And put some wall. Okay. And we need fencing around our medical facility. And we can take out that fence. We do want to put one here, though. And a jail door in the fence. There we go. All right. They really need more things to do outside. Let's see what we have available. They have some weight benches. All right, let's put a couple of weight benches outside. There we go. And while we're building everything else, let's go ahead and build a common room. Give them a little more things to do. All right, hold on one moment. Slow you down. And we'll put in a computer, or 2, or 3. And we'll put in a large TV. A pool table. And then we'll put in just some chairs rather than couches or things like that. There we go. And that gives them a little something to do other than just mill around. Okay, we still need to hire a psychologist. Let's get rid of that. And our psychologist needs an office. So let's see, offices. We'll give her one here. Give her a good office chair. An office desk. A couple of filing cabinets. She's going to have a decent office simply because she's going to be dealing with these people on a more daily basis than the warden or the accountant or anybody else. We'll put a couch. And a coffee machine. Probably need to stretch her office a little more, so let's go back into the there we go. And she needs a chair in front of her desk. Put a couple of chairs. There we go. Speed everything up. Here comes all her stuff. There we go. All right, now let's see, how many prisoners are we at? We are still missing some, so let's go look at our intake. We can actually take a couple more. There. Since we have 20 cells, we can take 20 prisoners. And let's see what we are at financially. All right, federal grant, $2,000. Prison grant, $1,500. That's our income. We spend $1,200 on workman wages, $500 on guard wages, $800 on administrator wages, $1,100 on staff wages, $180 on prisoner food. We've had 9.2 days without incident, and we pay $118 in taxes. So we're netting $276 a day. That's not too bad, actually. It's not a lot, but it's not too bad. All right. We can work on, let's see, our next grant. Let's go ahead and work on visitation rights. And prisoner acclimatization and engagement. Moving prisoners or having prisoners work in your prison is a good way of integrating them into the environment while also cutting costs. Complete the necessary training and build the necessary facilities to put your prisoners to work. Assign 3 prisoners to work in the laundry. Assign 3 prisoners to work in the kitchen. Assign 3 prisoners to work in the cleaning cupboard. All right, we can go ahead and get that one too. Gives us a nice bit of money in the short run. And let's go ahead and invest in something long term. It's not a bad payoff. $5,000 advance and $16,000 upon completion. And all we have to do is just wait. So, in the meantime, let's do a little upgrading of our prison. We need to put some flooring down. And let's go with simply Solico. Give our prison floors a high-tech look. Goes great with the Utani walls. Well, we don't have Utani walls, so. We can go with, let's go with fancy tiles. Clock speed normal, indoor only. And we will put them in the common room. Just because somebody's in jail doesn't mean that they shouldn't have nice things. Besides which, when we have investors come looking at our prison, it makes it look good for us too. Yeah, I could double the capacity, and I might do that. The cells are big enough, that's for sure. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, I think we will do that. And thank you. We can double up some of them. I mean, there's plenty of space. We wouldn't even have to put bunk beds in. We could actually put actual beds in. If we run them that way. But putting bunk beds in actually gives them more space. We can then go ahead and put in a couple of amenities in each of the cells too. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's put some bunk beds in. So we're going to dismantle that one and put in a bunk bed. Okay. And that's not a bad way to increase the size of our prison quickly. There we go. We may have some unhappy prisoners in the short term, but when we get to other cell blocks, we can give them better cells and fewer people. And we'll put down just plain ceramic tile in the shower. I always like watching things work, the little workers work. Yeah, sitting there waiting at the door. Let me in, let me out, let me in, let me out. At least they work quickly at this speed. Okay. All right. While we're working on that, we do need to, we need 5 phone booths, a visitation room, and 3 visitor tables for the visitation rights. We got 1 person in solitary confinement. Ooh, I wonder what he did wrong. And then we need a laundry and a cleaning cupboard. Well, they added a jail cell wall that's all bars, which really looks nice, I think. It makes it a little more... it would actually make sense for the guards to be able to see in, to have jail cell walls like that. All right, what is wrong? Ah, I have to change my jail cells to dorms. All right. Oops, there we go. Yeah, they added quite a few things to it. I hadn't played in probably 6 months, and when I came in to look at it again, it was like, wow, they've added quite a bit of stuff. It made it really worthwhile playing again. Because, you get where you've done pretty much everything, and then all of a sudden there's new stuff. It's like, wow. And we do need to put some fancy tiles down in our canteen. And we'll just put plain ceramic floor in the kitchen. Nobody's going to see that. Ha. There we go. Now let's go over to our intake. And we'll just go fill to 41. Not bad. Okay. There we go. So let's see. All right. So we still need to build a laundry and a cleaning cupboard. And let's see about assigning people to... Very nice boost. All right. Policy. Can't do anything policy-wise yet. Programs. Workshop safety induction. Kitchen safety. All right. We got to do some more... Let's research prison labor. And while we're at it, let's research bank loan. Prison labor allows us to put our prisoners to work around our prison, cooking, cleaning, etc., saving us on staff wages, earning you money, and teaching your prisoners new skills at the same time. Also unlocks the workshop and the laundry. All right, the bank loan allows us to borrow a large lump sums of money from the bank in exchange for a daily payment of interest. Paying off your loans will increase your credit rating and allow you to borrow larger sums later. Yeah, that's a good one to get, I think. Micromanagement gives you the tools to micromanage aspects of your prison so they meet your exact requirements. Unlocks food logistics, allowing you to specify which kitchens cook for which canteens and which canteens inmates eat in. Similarly, laundry logistics lets you override which cell blocks are covered by which laundries. Also unlocks the deployment scheduler, which lets you customize your guard deployment at different times of day. unlocks the reform program program scheduler, letting you manually override the daily schedule of programs. All right, let's go ahead and research that. And that should be good for right now. That lets us build our facilities that we want to build. Let's see, what do we need for a laundry? Let's see, the cleaning cupboard needs to be 3 by 3 indoors. Okay, that's not too bad. Infirmary, cleaning cupboard, library. All right, where is the laundry? Oh, there it is. Indoors, laundry machine, laundry basket, ironing board. Okay. So let's just attach our laundry to our medical clinic. Oh no, we'll put it a little bit off. We might need to use something else there. So we'll put it here up against our fence, since we want to be able to get our prisoners into it. And we'll make it interior measurement 8 by 6. And we need a door. So we'll put an exterior staff door. And now we need scroll down, a laundry machine, and we'll put a couple, and a couple of laundry baskets. Yeah, 3's a couple. I am mathematically challenged today. And because we need no. Well, that was dumb. Well, we've had a major escape. Okay, where is emergencies? Riot police. Whoops. Our prisoners are dead. Oh no. 8 deaths today. Well, yeah, that's not going to look too good on our report. Oops. I guess we're going to need a morgue. Shoot. The unexpected things that happen when you forget what you are doing. Oh, goodness. And there's our morgue. Okay, still have to get that fixed. Wonder if I just put it as a wall. There we go. Oh. To be honest, I feel really bad now because of that, you know. I don't know why I didn't think that about the fact that they would be able to escape. There. Oh, goodness. My poor prison. Oh. I'll have to check what that's done to our rating. It's probably not good. Okay. In the meantime, we do still need power. There we go. I still cannot believe I did that. That just absolutely is horrific to me. I'm sitting here trying to give them a good chance, and I let them go. Oh my God. Okay, we need to put some more capacitors in. Switch that back on. There we go. The light's back on. There we go. Well, welcome in, Mark. How are you today? You missed the riot. And so we're going to put some more fencing here, and as soon as that fence is up, we'll take out the fence here. We don't want our prisoners getting out again. That's good to hear. I mean, I would hate for you to have come to watch while you weren't rested for work. All right, we need water to our machines. And let's see, where's our power? Where's our all right. We're going to run a big set of water pipes. There. All right, now it's time to figure out how to get these people scheduled into these things. Incident report. 5 awaiting solitary confinement, 4 in lockdown, 3 require medical attention, 4 dead bodies. And 37 families waiting to visit. Well, guess what, families? You are not visiting for a while. Your people are really in trouble. All right. Starving? Why are you starving? Oh my gosh. I think I actually need a bigger kitchen. My prisoners are rioting. Oh, goodness. Or more cooks. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Let's hire a couple more cooks. There. So that gives us some more cooks. We need to get where... Well, if you're injured, go see the doctors. Good gosh. Gotta figure out how to get them over to the doctor a little bit easier. Alright, but first, I really do want to figure out how to get them... so we can get kitchen started. And behavioral therapy. And drug addiction. All right. So let's go look at our Okay, I know that I'm supposed to be able to schedule these things. It has been a while since I've done this. Oh, that's mean. Yeah, there's plenty of meal times in there. It's trying to schedule the training. Alright, how do I schedule... Oh, edit schedule. There we go. Alright, that's not letting me do that. Huh. Okay. Alright, how do you schedule? I think this is why I very seldom have ever tried to do this one, is because I can't figure out the scheduler. Alright, led by a cook, session length 2 hours, each prisoner requires a cooker. Voluntary food standards are important. Okay, start. Alright, stop that one. Edit schedule. This is really... Alright, I need to figure this out. Okay, jobs in logistics. So I could use the 11 o'clock hour. I'm up. Oh, thank you. All right. I have prison labor, food distribution, laundry distribution, room quality, cell status. Okay. All right, let's see. Work. There we go. All right, so that should fix that, maybe. And work free time. And work lockout. There we go. So that gives us from 9 to noon. All right. So now we should be able to go to prisoners, intake, no, jobs, needs, regimen, programs. And we're going to stop everything right now and we'll go start. There we go. All right, there we go. That's what I need to do. And there. All right, so now they are all pretty much scheduled on things to do except for the things that I don't have yet. Okay, thank you, Mark. That was very helpful. There we go. That gives me 2 people who can work in that kitchen. That'll give 2 there. Have 14 jobs available in the laundry. Pretty cool. And I need to go finish putting some tiles down, apparently. Okay. All right. Connor the 7 prior. Yeah, I think it's nice. I like the tile. I just really have always liked that one. All right. I put wood in the administrative center. All right. Still have dead people all over the place. Good Lord. All right, let's clean up some more. I guess maybe I shouldn't have a fence between the medical center, between the infirmary and the prisoners, but oh my goodness. Let's just move the dead body out into the middle of the floor. I think we can get rid of the riot police now. Definitely need some more janitors. There we go. Alright, what's left? Build at least 5 phone booths and the prisoner acclimatization. Okay. And a visitation center. All right. Prisoner visitation. Since we have brick walls here, we'll just go ahead and build it off of yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do in a minute. I want to get this visitation area first. And we need a large jail door to go in. Yeah, let's go ahead and change those doors. Oh, good grief, what'd you get? There we go. Dismantle. And open that one. Can't believe they're still bleeding out all over the place. In you come. There we go. Okay. Not sure why they are just standing around naked, but, you know, what the heck. Whoops. Minor things that you forget. All right, we need a way for our visitors to come into the room. There. And that gives us some and there are a couple of things that I do want to do a little bit differently on the visitor center. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Whoops. All right. Objects. I want to put some metal detectors in. I mean, there's no telling how many times they've had things come in that they shouldn't have had come in. Okay. Now let's speed up our work. And mark that this is visitation. Which needs our visitors tables. One, 2, 3, 4. And we do need a door. There we go. There. Alright, so that gives our people a little more maybe they'll behave themselves a little bit better. I know they're criminals, but you know, you can always hope. And we'll put a couple of outdoor tables out here so that they have a couple more things to do. There we go. All right. So we need 5 phone booths. All right. Where are our phone booths? There's video arcade. There we go. And we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. And 1 in our holding cell. So that completes that one. That's another one down. Yay. Another grant out of the way. Let's go take a look and see what grants we've completed now. All right. So we've built a basic detention center. We've built an administration center. We've built cell block A. We've built the medical clinic. We've worked on prison maintenance. We've given our visitors and our prisoners rights to see each other. We've got our long-term investment, and we've worked on our staff well-being initiative. All right, so we have still trying to figure out that. Oh, okay. Not going to worry about transfers at the moment. All right. Two have finished that program. 0 passed. That's not good. Let's start a couple more. All right. Well, we need to get some more room then, don't we? Huh. Okay. Where's that? Okay, let's assign a guard. Did I... Actually probably need a few more guards. Anyway. Oops. I don't think I have deployment yet for my guards, is the problem. Let's see. No, I don't have deployment yet for the guards. I've got to remember how to do that. Oops. All right, so that should be 3 scheduled for there. Three scheduled for there. And 2 for there. Okay, so we've got them scheduled. Now we just got to get them trained. And a cleaning cupboard. I have to make a cleaning cupboard. All right, so they're working. Yay. And let's go ahead and build a cleaning cupboard real fast, which needs minimum size of 3 by 3. Okay. And we'll save some time and we'll just build it inside the fence and we won't let our people escape this time. Not there. No, not there. We will go down and build it here. There we go. And it needs a door. And we'll just put a regular door on it. And we just gotta wait for it to finish. Okay. There we go. So that gives us our cleaning cupboard. And now we can assign workers. All right, where was that again? Thank you. Yeah, I try to I try that. I don't know. There was some reason that I wanted staff doors on them and I can't remember what it was. Part of my problem is I'm starting to get a little bit tired and so I'm forgetting what the heck I'm doing, you know? All right. Grants. That's not it. Oh, I know what it was. Programs. Yep. Okay. All right, what am I doing? Well, we're worth $120,000. Okay. Where is the freaking... Okay. Logistics, that's what it is. Never mind. There we go. I knew I'd remember it eventually. All right, there we go. We can assign a couple more people to the laundry. Get some people working. And somehow I still managed to miss the cell for putting down tiles. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and put down some tile in the visitation room. There we go. Alright, people can visit their families. I had one escape. Great. Lovely. All right. Okay, so we have nobody in our holding cell, so that kitchen is useless, pretty much. But we're not going to worry about it right now, because we will get more people in soon. Alright, what kind of things do our prisoners need? Freedom. Well. Seems to be the big thing. Everybody wants their freedom. Somebody has a cell phone. Ooh. Yeah, I do need to invest in a perimeter fence. The problem is I wanted to expand a little bit more before I did that. Simply because looking at, because I start in the one corner, I didn't want to end up with the perimeter fence blocking in everything, since you can't put your water lines or your power underneath them. However, it might be a good idea to go ahead and start putting one in, since we've had an escape, we've had prisoners die, and all that good stuff. Let's look and see what we have in the way of grants available to us first. Security Procedure Certification. A common pitfall at new prisons are security lapses due to the inexperience of the staff with the facility. Ensure we have no early mishaps that might hurt our record in the future by increasing security to an acceptable level. Hire a security chief, hire 10 guards, unlock patrols through bureaucracy, assign 3 guards to patrol routes. Okay, we could do that one. Interesting. We got quite a bit of stuff we can do. So let's go ahead and get that one. Inmate Nutrition Research. An independent research group is offering funds in order to participate in a trial on the effects of varying inmate eating habits. Serve a single low-quality, low-variety meal for 2 days. Serve 3 high-variety, high-quantity meals for 2 days. We've got everything we need for that. We'll take that. And let's go ahead and build cell block B. Do we have enough money? Yeah. And we'll give them better cells there, and we can then up the security on cell block A. So the first thing we need is to hire a security chief. He needs an office. So let's go to our white walls, and we'll put in an office for the security chief. Okay. And he needs a chair and a desk and a filing cabinet. And our accountant's going to bring in a coat stand for her office. Just because. So let's go up here and we'll look at researching security, which unlocks the chief of security, who can be hired from the staff toolbar. The chief gives you access to the department deployment screen and will also give you a real-time report of the danger level of your prison, often predicting future trouble. Requires an office to work. And let's look at prison policy. Unlocks the policy report, allowing you to increase or decrease the punishments for all types of misconduct, as well as automatically triggering searches of the misbehaving prisoner and their cell. Also allows you to control the nutritional policy, changing the quantity and variety of the food served to prisoners. Well, we need that one too. So let's do that. And wow, look at all the things we just got. We got deployment. Allows you to permanently station guards to the sectors of your prison. We need a security chief for that. So let's go ahead and hire him. And we need to put down wood on his office floor. There we go. Whoa, wrong button. There we go. And we can research intelligence, training for your guards to become better at tracking and recovering contraband. Unlocks the contraband supply and demand report, the contraband overlay showing off possible theft locations within your prison, and tracks all recorded contraband back to where it was smuggled or stolen. Also unlocks the ability to recruit prisoners as confidential informants. Also unlocks the gang intelligence view. I'll go ahead and research that too. And patrols allows you to define patrols around crucial areas of your prison, e.g. the perimeter, and assign guards to walk these patrols. That's probably a good one to have right now. There we go. Okay. And that leaves us with $37 right now, so our cash flow, our cash flow is not bad at all. Oh, it's awful. $37 a day. Yeah, we need to get that next cell block built and get some more prisoners in. Okay. Let's see, first things first. Let's look at what we've got in logistics now. Yeah, profits, profits, profits. All right. Food distribution, prison labor, laundry distribution, room quality, cell status. All right, we're going to go in here and look at policy. All right, prison privilege policy. Visitation, mail, prison labor, all programs, changes all programs except for parole hearings, death row appeals, and psychiatric consultations. Here's what we want. Serve a single low quantity, low variety meal for 2 days. All right, let's do that one first. And that way when we increase the variety and the quantity, they'll be happy. Okay. We really need to do the education reform because these people are not getting very well educated. They're not passing the required courses to do these jobs. So we need better teachers, apparently. Oops, did not want that. Though they seem to be doing fine at laundry. All right. And that's one of our low quantity, low quality meals served. Low quantity, low variety. It looks like bacon. That's all it is bacon. Okay. Let's look at this real fast. Okay. We are actually going to start planning out our second cell block. I want to take a look at the quick build menu. Let's look at the luxury cell, what's available in it. Okay. That looks pretty interesting. If we put 10 of those, that'll bring our number of people up to 50 with no problem. And they don't really need a common room for theirs because they've got everything involved right there in their room. They will need their own canteen and kitchen, though. Let's see. And there. Oh, excuse me. There we go. And that gives us a start. Let's go ahead and build some fence around it while we're at it. So that we don't have another issue of prisoners escaping. I think I forgot something important. I forgot to put down foundation. Okay, let's see how that does. So our prisoners are upset and we've had 2 escapes today. Oh, goodness. Two deaths today. They're rioting over the food. Has to be. Okay, we need to change our food. Okay, let's call the riot police. My goodness. And we haven't even served a single low quantity, low variety meal for 2 days yet. Well, where are the riot police? Okay, this is... The riot police are all standing around outside. Yeah, I'm trying to. They won't command. They're just like, okay, we're just standing here. I can follow them and that's it. Okay. I don't normally get riots. That's... Ah, there we go. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Tully. Like I said, I don't normally get riots. This is highly unusual to me. So I guess I need to hire a couple more doctors with so many people in. There we go. It's been a while since I've played through the main campaign. And I've had the game for several years and just have not, really. I played through in the beginning, and then haven't played with it. Haven't played the main campaign in a long time. But then I've usually built a lot, built pretty slowly, in order to not have all the issues that I'm having. So, I mean, like in the campaign, one of the first missions you get is where they have the riot and the kitchen burns down and all that. And I was like, wow. I don't think I've had that problem in probably since like the first month after I started playing. I think the last time I had any issues with it, which I don't have in right now, I had the temperatures turned on, the temperature variance. So you had to put radiators and all that in. And I don't have that in this particular game. But everybody was getting cold, so they were getting upset with me about that. Okay. All right. And quite honestly, this is probably not a prison we're going to keep after this. Yep, we have a backlog here. There we go. Quite truthfully, we're about out of time for today. So we're probably just going to call it and see if next time we play this, we don't do a better job than we've done this time. But I do appreciate everybody coming in to see and watch, and I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I have, for the most part. Hopefully next time we will do a little bit better. You know, every day is an improvement. Whoops. Let's close that. There we go. And now they can move a little bit faster. Okay, so we are reaching our 4-hour mark in a couple minutes. Let's see. Food seems to be the biggest problem. Family, recreation. There's a lot of room for improvement, obviously. And next time we will do better. All right. I want to thank everybody who has been here today for being here. And I hope to see you again in the future. And on that note, we're going to save our game. If I can remember. And let it go for today. Thank you again for coming.